Decked Out, a game that is currently taking over Season 9 of Hermitcraft. Decked Out was originally made in Season 7 of Hermitcraft, but TangoTek, the original creator, decided to make Decked Out 2 in the newest season. And I want to play it. The only problem is the world download won't be available until at least next year. So I decided that I will take on the challenge of creating my own version of Decked Out. With a bit of changes, you know, I can't have it to be exact. But first, since nobody's ever seen my world before, I figured I would give a little tour, you know, show what I'm capable of. So here is my beautiful world with all these amazing builds. Some of these builds, for example, this boat, was done from a YouTube channel, but this is the Museum of Minecraft. The whole purpose of this world is to simply get a double chest of every item in the game. Which some is really easy, like these items, which you could trade for, but netherite swords, which I have not completed, is going to take freaking forever to do. It basically keeps me playing, keeps me motivated to play. There's all these themed rooms with all these different blocks that I have to fill in, and every update I have to get more different blocks. It just helps me stay motivated and keep playing on this world. I've been playing on this world for like 5 to 6 years, maybe. This is our shipyard. Oh yeah, I forgot there's a charge creeper in this boat. You know, normal world things. Yeah, I think that's enough showing off my world. I think we should just get right to building Decked Out 3. I don't know what I'm gonna call it yet. All right, here is where I'm going to be building Decked Out. Now, unlike Tango, I don't have the patience to dig a massive hole in the ground, so instead I'm gonna build it above ground and build like a mountain or like a floating island around it. So this is where it is going to be built, right here. So this is the whole platform, will be the entrance. Over there is going to be like a tower with a bridge coming across, because I don't know, it's going to be a big mountain. And then up here, I don't have the freaking thing. Oh, I think it's in my ender chest. Oh, I have marked out the map. See, I wasn't sure if I was going to do this or not, because it's a bit more interesting because I don't have a second account to load the map at all times like Tango does. Instead, I'm just going to be planning to do it. I don't know if I'm actually going to do it, but basically I'm going to build all of Decked Out inside this square. So that way when you're in the game and you're holding the map, you are loading the map because the map is in your area. Right, okay. I think it's really just time to start building. There's really nothing else to say. Alright, just like that, all materials are gathered for this big starting area. And all I gotta do is just build it. Definitely a lot of resources grinded. And most of it I already had. Quartz took freaking forever. Alright, I think it's time for me to go ahead and build it. What the wait, hold up. Wait, what? How many goats are in here? Any gorns? No. Oh, I just got rammed. I don't know what the freak is going on with those goats, but I think it's time for me to just focus, dig in, and build this freaking thing. We're only starting with the starting area, and then I'll probably build the starting room, and then blah, blah, blah. But first, we gotta build the starting area, and it looks something like this. Oh, look at the view. Hold on, as you actually can't see crap because I was standing behind the building. Look at that. Oh, ain't she a beauty? Oh, look at the fire. I think it looks like a fire. I hope it looks like a fire. Don't mind the golden pillar. I did that like years ago. Let's go into free cam. Look at the lovely bridge design that I was talking about. It looks a little strange because it's floating with a one block layer with this massive build. This build is very deceiving. Right, since since there's not much around it, it looks kind of like medium sized, but when you really get close, you're like, oh, this thing is massive. Which is what I wanted. Decked Out is a big build, gonna be a really big part of my world, and I'm super excited. And I also love this. Oh, look at the campfire and the smoke going up. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. You see that view, and you're just like, whoa. It's gonna be sick with a backdrop. That is next. I have ideas for it already. Oh, there's also it snows here. I don't know if that's a problem or not. I have noticed, right, if I use light meta, it stops spawning. So if I really want this to be dark, maybe I can go nuts with the snow, right? Because I don't really want it to be too bright around here, because obviously this is Decked Out. There's no happiness and sunshine here. I think next is going to be the backdrop and the big door. I want a big, massive, like, I don't know how tall I can actually make it, door that will open when you push a button. I'm going to not be obviously doing keys to the dungeon because this is a single player world. Over here for the walls, it's going to be a big wall. It's going to go back a little bit, I think. Kind of like a mini circle. It's not even a circle. It's going to look like a football almost, but it's going to be all black concrete. Basically, I want it to look like you're looking into a void of darkness. I haven't really planned all this out, but big door, black concrete, and maybe some warden decorations. I don't actually know. I don't know what I'm doing for this part, so I'm gonna kind of just wing it. First, I need a ton, and I mean a ton of black concrete for this wall. So let's go get going on that. Okay, just as I thought, we don't have much gravel on us at this moment. And here we are, the nice zombie pigmen slash trading farm. I don't know what they're called, honestly, but basically trading. Oh yeah, we got tons of gravel. We're gonna gravel. Not good on sand though. This entire farm is created by my brother. We have played on this world for a very long time together. He's taking a bit of a break from Minecraft right now. We'll see how long that lasts, but most of the farms were built by him. I cannot take credit for this bad boy, and honestly, I barely understand how it works, and I will probably be making modifications with the future crafter coming out. A lot of the farms were made by him. Building too. Some buildings were done by him as well, so this world is very collaborative. Right now, it is more of a single-player world, but I gotta give him credit where credit's due. So, not that one. This is the first stop. Ow. To Squid Desert. I made this farm probably 4 years ago, and I don't even know if it works anymore. I know this farm doesn't work anymore. Mobs can no longer spawn on scaffolding. Why are you here? You're not supposed to be able to spawn on scaffolding. Wait, what? Is that the next update? I haven't updated my world yet to 1.20.1. Well, it's not supposed to be working, but it is. Interesting. Anyways, we came down here for black dye. It's squid ink. And to the next desert. Hello. We're gonna go until my shovel breaks, so how much sand that is, we'll see. Well, not breaks, but... And we got a little bit of sand. Probably not enough for the entire project of level 1, but enough sand for now. Alright, we got all the materials. Now we just gotta make the black concrete. And this is a farm that I made, a nice little concrete converter farm. Still, it's probably gonna take a while, but it'll be quicker than doing it by hand. And done. Just to make sure we get all of our resources, because as you can see, there's a bunch still there. We just put 3 stacks of dirt through the machine to then clear it out. And there we go. All the black concrete is gone, and we can turn this bad boy off. There we go. There's all the concrete. Definitely still takes a while to do 2 shulker boxes full, but it's a lot quicker than if I was doing it by hand. It is time to build the very black wall. I definitely do not have enough materials for this. But yeah, let's get the shape going. Alright, so this is what we are looking at so far. It is not done, don't get me wrong, but it's getting there. Really missing 2 parts of this that I have not done yet. One is I want like a warden face up there, but this is looking good. I'm liking this part. I love how black it is, and it just looks like a void. I probably won't do anything else. It'll just be black concrete. This is not done. This is supposed to be a netherite block with a sign on it that says caution, danger, whatever. I don't know, with a button on top, so the door will open. And that's gonna be the door. I told you, big tall door. I tried to do like a warden rib cage kind of thing with bones and stuff. This whole place is completely unspawnable. I was wrong. 1 layer of snow does not work, but 2 layers of snow stops all spawning. So all of this is 2 layers snowed, and I tried to put some design in it so it's not just flat. Here, As you can see, it's definitely spawnable if you're far enough away, but I've used moss carpet to cover this up. But this place is still not done. I think it's a little boring. I'm planning on bone mealing. Obviously, bone meal helps a little bit, but I don't know what to put over here, and that's the one part I'm struggling with. Up there, I'm thinking like a warden face type of thing. Over here, I have no clue what I want to do with it, and I'm kind of struggling with it. I could just leave it empty, or I could just save it till later until something strikes me like, oh, that would be a good idea, or like an addition. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna probably leave it for now and come back later and hopefully have a better idea for it, because I just don't want to put something in there that's like crap and have to just change it. That's what I'm starting so far. Next we need some bone meal, and I have another idea. All right, so let's bone meal the crap out of this place. We like bone meal around here. Bone meal is like my favorite thing in this game. So everything's bone mealed, looking good, looking spicy. Maybe a little bit over there. Right. Maybe a little there. As you probably agree with me, these flowers do not fit the vibe of Decked Out. So instead, we're going to replace every flower with a wither rose, which I think fits a lot better. I think everything's been replaced. So let me double check. Yeah, good. All right, I think that fits the vibe much more. So that's where we are so far. Next is syncing up this button to this door. I'm thinking a honey slime block door that goes, you know, you press the button and it goes. Oops. You press the button and it goes doosh, 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 and it opens. And it's gonna be sick. And I'm excited. And then this door will obviously lead out into the changing room, which is going to be like Summer's over here. Yeah, it's going to be great. It's going to be sick. But for now, other than maybe the warden face, the outside is done. Obviously, it's nowhere close to done. Let me be very clear about that. There is going to be a mountain underneath this. There's going to be a massive build behind this. I don't even know what that's going to look like, but for now, the entrance, that's better. The entrance is done. Other than some things, the warden face, the things over there that I don't know what I want to do yet. But yeah, it's done. Yeah. It basically means I can move on to something else. All right. So, I don't know how I'm going to do the door yet. I got to look up some videos and stuff. So, let me go do that. And I will go and make a nice door. And I'll be back when it's done. Okay. I've done some things that I'm super excited to show you. And I'm just going to go do it. We're going to push the button. And yeah. Oh, that's so sick. So we got some sound effects in the game. Obviously, I'm using the same thing as Tango. So we got the voice chat and the audio player mod. I was really struggling adding that to my world. This world is 100% vanilla Minecraft. So adding that to my world was really hurting. But later on, way later on, I was really struggling on how I was going to let the players in the dungeon know that their card is being played. I could have done like a massive note block song for each card, but that would take so long. I'd have to do it like 3 times because there's 3 levels, because the sound probably won't reach all the way. Or I could just download one mod, say screw it. I mean, the mod barely affects the world. I mean, you're just changing music discs, so it doesn't really bother me as much. Voice mod is cool if we want to play online with friends. So I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. It did take a while for me to come around to it, because this is 100% vanilla Minecraft world, and this is the first mod that's been added. But I barely consider it a mod. I consider it more of a great touch. So we're gonna press it one more time. Oh yeah, that's sick. And inside is obviously all been built. This took all day, literally. Because I didn't have much skulk, and ooh, I love this part. Look at him. Oh, they're so cute in there. All right, and we got this nice large room, kind of inspired from Tango, I won't lie. But over here we have the future outside shop. So this is gonna be the shop that's outside. We'll talk more about that later. Over here we have, I don't know, it's kind of up in the air. Right now I'm thinking possible custom rooms or something, but I really don't know what this is going to be. And over here, this black concrete will absolutely be nothing because we have no room. There's no room. That there, right there is the wall. to the outside. But here's the most important part, the beginning of the game. Obviously, if you watch Tango, you know what this is. This is the 3 levels of, also I don't have glow squid right now. I gotta make a farm for that. But these are the progress bar of when the game is available and then play or on cooldown. So that means we're getting ready. Also, I have just like a random ticking thing. So we have an item in there, then a sword and whatever in here, and which is just randomly ticking off the light to give it that creepy atmosphere. That which, yep, there it is. But if we come over here, this is where it's majorly different from Tango's. There is no key to get inside, as I mentioned before. You can just walk on down, but there is going to be precautions to stop players from being able to play when another player is playing and whatever, if there is more than one person online. This is mostly a single player world. Here is the all decked out information will be on these lecterns. Obviously here you can set your spawn, here you can put your stuff or grab your stuff if you need it. And then you come over here. This is the you died in the dungeon button. So basically if you wake up, I want it to be as quickly as possible. You'll be able to press that. I'm also thinking of raising one of these stairs so you can't just walk out, and maybe you'll see it when you're walking out and be like, oh yeah, I gotta turn off the game, but you'll most likely be able to hear the game. Here is another available in progress on cooldown bar, because it's a bit of a pain to see it from up here, so I added another one over here. Here's where you'll get your gold / deck. It'll appear in this barrel here. Here is where you pick your difficulty. It's very not set up right now, but that is what I'm going to be working on next. Here is where you place your shulker. Obviously also not set up. Nothing's really set up down here. This is all going to be due next. This is what I'm doing next. And over here is when you place your shulker into there, it'll spit out a minecart, and you'll sit down and you'll push this button, which will activate the game and release you to the dungeon, which is also just leading to nowheres. So it's going great so far. I'm really happy with how this came out. It's a bit skulk heavy, but I really do like it. I probably could have chilled on the skulk a little bit, but hey, I collected so many of it, I might as well just use it. But I'm so happy with how this came out. I couldn't have asked for a better room. This took me literally all day to design and build, but the door came out great. Also, the door was designed by Mumbo. Thank you, Mumbo. It was just 10 doors in one video. I downloaded his world and then just cut up his 10 by 10 door into a 5 by 10 door. And then use that. That is what I did. Also, the sound effect. Technically, I used a bunch of mini sound effects from YouTube and spliced them together into a major sound effect. So sorry if anybody's offended by that, but that's what I did. That's so cool. All right, what's next? What's honestly next? I don't know. Oh, next is farms. So as you can see, when we look inside my beautiful redstone chest, we have 3 redstone. Not good for when we're trying to build decked out. Okay, we need a raid farm, which will give me plenty of redstone, plenty of glowstone. We don't have that much glowstone either. I don't know how much I need for that, but lamps, I do like lamps. So that's another thing. Glow ink. As you see on this chest, it says ink / glow ink. We have none. I want glow ink for all the signs that I need to place in the world, and I just need a good amount. And also, it's just good for the world. Same with the raid farm. Cobblestone. To make things. Like pistons, observers, whatever. I do have some cobblestone, but I would like a cobblestone farm just at my spawn. Chunks always going. So that way I can have an infinite amount of cobblestone, because that'll be nice. And finally, while trying to blow up my second amount of black concrete, somehow my farm blew up. Not that badly. The TNT just kind of disappeared. And that's really it for now. So I guess I just gotta work on that. That's really not gonna be entertaining for you guys to watch. But yeah, it's something that's gotta be done. This is gonna take a while. Alright, so I went ahead and finished up the raid farm. Oh, look at these vines. I don't know if that's good for the farm or not. I might have to Google that. I don't want to break something. But yeah, I went up to build up the raid farm. Sadly, my collection system has not been doing well. It's very backed up, and there's also a weird glitch. I think I know what the glitch is, but I'm not sure how to... I know how to fix it. I don't know. I was running into a bug, and I tried to fix the bug, but now it's causing a different bug. Basically, it's doing that, which is not correct. But yeah, we're getting a ton of output, a ton of gunpowder, a ton of redstone, which is what I built this entire farm for. As you see up here, these chests are not supposed to be filled. And that's showing that my collection system, like the shulker loader, is just getting stuck. And I have no clue why. So I'm probably going to have to wipe out this entire thing and build a new one. I don't know. Maybe it's not... Maybe the raid farm's too fast for this. I also finished up the glowing farm and the cobblestone and fixed my whatever farm. It took 2 days, but as you can see, we have enough glowing sacks to last a very long time. And here's the results from the cobblestone farm. I only ran it for a little bit, and I am super impressed with how this baby worked. I literally only ran it for like 5 minutes. All right, back to decked out. I've done some things. Obviously, I've dyed all of the signs and glowed them. Looks beautiful. But down here is where things get interesting. I have set up the difficulty selector, and it works great. I forgot I needed to put a sound effect in there, but it's fine. I'll do that in a second. But yeah, so that's all working. So basically, this goes here and then powers this, which then gives a permanent signal onto the lamp, which then drops down here and then gives a signal out, which goes into this T flip-flop, which then goes out here, which pushes up this piston. Then it goes over here, the turn on button. Since it's a button, you have to go into a T flip-flop, so it's always on, which goes over here and then goes down here. And then this is the difficulty selector. So this is hard and then easy, medium. So if we press one of the buttons, say we press the medium button, the hard will go down and the medium will prop up. Is that? I also just totally realized a lot of this is unnecessary. This whole like bottom section, I could have just done a comparator out of here and put it into a redstone torch. When the item is gone in here, it turns on the redstone torch, which turns on the repeater. I don't know why I didn't do that. It's too late. I already built it all, so I'm obviously not going to change it because it does work. It works perfectly fine. It's just that would have been a lot simpler. I could change it, but why? It's working. You know, there's no reason. Now, even though I did find another way to do this by using the droppers, I must say this is my second attempt at making this redstone thing. And let me just show you the first attempt and just see how much of an improvement it was. All right, so spoilers. Don't look over there. Yes, I have most of decked out planned out for floor 1. A lot of this is going to get fixed. And hopefully better done. But this whole area is what we just built. This is the redstone problem that I'm dealing with. It works. It's fine. But this is the old redstone way that I did it. Don't get me wrong. It's still compact. It's not that bad. But my new version's a lot cleaner, a lot better. Like this one, I have to use a pulse extender. I have to use this. And then I push down this so that way you can't press the button twice. It's a big mess over here. My new version is a lot more simple. But yeah. Oh, look how much smaller it is. That's insane. Could have been a lot smaller. I just messed up. But it's fine. I'm going to keep it how it is. It works, like I said. But next is the shulker place. So we got to put the shulker in, get a minecart, and the shulker go on to be processed. Let's just get it done. And ooga booga, it is done. The entire redstone down here is done and ready to be shown off. First, I added sound effects for the difficulties. Oh yeah, that bass. Basically, I just got one sound and basically pitched it to match the difficulty. So the higher level is obviously higher pitched. I don't know why it didn't work. And the lower level is lower pitched. Oh, that's sick. Let's try that again. There you go. Right, all this is working, even up there. So basically, first, as I mentioned, you put the shulker in. I have this nice shulker full of my deck, which is purple wool at this moment. Basically, you place shulker against the lamp, and it goes boop. And we get the minecart. Obviously, I'm not going to sit in the minecart because currently it goes right off the edge. But if you were, you would sit in here and you would push the button, but I'm just going to push the button. And that's not powered over there, so actually it doesn't matter. Actually, I'd be suffocating right now because I'd be sitting in that block. So I'd be scrambling. But as we look over here, we are in progress with this lamp. And up there as well, they are both in progress, meaning the game is running. And as you see, the shulker is no longer available to place the lamp, and it's no longer able to press the button to leave. Right, so we just died in the dungeon. We spawned here again just to show off. We press the button, and everything resets. In fact, we actually go into cooldown. Just like in Tango's, we have to wait 5 minutes to let all the items that dropped into the dungeon despawn, which I am doing by just putting a nice item into this pressure plate, which is turning everything off and not being able to be available. So you can't put the shulker in, you can't press the button, and you can change the difficulty, but everything is working. Now I could go through and explain everything to you, but that doesn't seem like I think I've done enough redstone explaining for this episode. All you need to know is that it's a huge mess, but what I wanted to show is if we come down here, the shulker is right here, which will then go down an instant dropper line, which then will get processed into the game. As you can see, it's a bit messy. I did not try to make this clean. This is all this purple is just the lights, literally. I decided to go no blocks because, you know, even though I do like the jukebox, traditional is still cool as hell, and I love the sound effects that I can make from it. But yeah, that's everything done for this section, and I think I'm almost done with this episode. There is just one more thing that I want to do. Okay, I know, I'm sorry. For you it's been 1 second, but for me it's been like 5 hours. I said I was doing one more thing, and it ended up being like 3 to 4 more things, but it's fine. It's fine. First, I made a warden face, like I said I was going to. Probably not as big as you guys thought, but I wanted it a little bit smaller. And I think the size is perfect. I wanted to fit right in between those pillars, and it fits perfectly. And it's just a little detail, a little something to look at and be like, ooh, what in? Over here, I did end up finishing the netherite block. Surprisingly, I had like 8 netherite that I think my brother gifted me, because I don't remember ever doing that. So I don't know. But I had like 8 netherite, so I just needed to get ingots, but I needed to get 1 more, so that didn't take that long. Also, I put the nice sign, which looks cool. Of course, we are currently in progress. Why did I not turn off the game? Right now, it doesn't really matter, but I gotta remember to do that when I'm later on when I'm dropping treasure and stuff. I don't want to waste all my freaking gold. If you're wondering where the heck I'm going, I am going to get the thing so it's done out. I don't have to wait 5 minutes. It's a bit of a mess down here. Okay, so we are available. We are on easy, which is what I have set up currently. Okay, let's go ahead and put in our let's put in our tools just in case I run out of rockets. I don't know. Let the minecart load up. Basically, it's just a delay tactic to get the deck into a position to be able to be extracted and played. But this is all new. Oh, that's sick. So basically, just like Tango, we have a nice little minecart system. I do not have the minecart braking system yet, so that's a bit bad. But basically, it's just a nice little minecart ride. We got a custom music disc. Try to put some detail, try to get some theme. So obviously my theme is very different from Tango's. I'm going for more like a haunted house kind of vibe, but there is a bit of a cave before you go into the haunted house. And then downstairs, level 2 is, I'm so excited to start building that. I have so many ideas in my head. Oh, but first we got to build level 1. But it's a basically really simple minecart ride, and I really like it. Another delay tactic. Then you pop out right out into the wall right here, because this is the only place you can stand, and which presses the pressure plate, which then drops the compass. Right now it's an emerald block, but it drops the compass down for you to be able to start playing. This is the first area of the dungeon that is actually done. This is the starting area. Right here is like where you'll jump down with the 2 ways going. We got some magnum blocks in there to make it look cool. And all over there is going to be the dungeon, which is going to be next episode, is building all of the dungeon for level 1. But to show some of the redstone, not that you need a full redstone explanation, for the compass, basically I just had it so it goes through the block like I explained before, and it hits the dropper, which then spews out a item called 1 or 2. This one's 2, 3, no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 4 items for 1, 4 items for 2, and so on. So it spews out one of the 1 or 2s, and it goes down this line, and then it hits into this item sorter, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. So if it was 1, it would come over here, hit this, go over here, power this repeater, and spew out the compass for 1. Yeah, and then it goes down into the hopper, ready, and then into the dropper for it to be ready to be sent. This is where the pressure plate gets pressed, and then it comes up here, hits a simple pulse extender to be able to extend this for this very quick clock to be able to spew out all the items. Because sometimes for like suit up, you have an item, you have a chest plate, and then you have pork chop power, which gives you 2 pork chops, which is like 4 items. So I just wanted to make sure all the items get spewed. So it sends out like 8 pulses, so just and it will send it all out. What else did I do? Oh yes, we gotta show off that. This is my secret way out. Whee! Over here, as I was talking about, right, we are on cooldown now. The game is running the entire time, but it's fine. Well, we are on cooldown now, so we cannot place our shulker in. We cannot place our push the button. But say we cheated, went in there, grabbed the minecart. I know you can put the minecart underneath this, but I couldn't figure it out, and I'm dumb. So, but yeah, if you could do that, you could be like, "Oh, I'm cheating. I'm figuring out." Nope. I pushed the block over there, so you cannot get through that area. And obviously it's a very long delay, so it takes a while to be able to get over there. And if you're wondering how the hell it's being powered, is because the game off, this is powering off this torch, which powers off this line, which then powers on this torch. But when the item disappears, it powers this line, which then powers off this torch, which then lets it be able to be played. Redstone. But that is really it for this episode. I am so happy with the amount of crap I've gotten done, to be honest. I just wanted to give one more big thanks for Tango for making an amazing mini game that inspired me to not copy, but very heavily copy what he has done. And I don't really like copying somebody else's series and whatever, but I was going to build this anyways, and I just figured I might as well record it. So yet again, if you have not seen or understand who TangoTek is, please go follow him out, check him out. I know I am a million, and I mean a million times not relevant compared to Tango, but still, just in case, I wanted to make sure that you go check him out, because this whole entire game is based off of his game, which is based off a board game named Clank. You know, but, right, I just wanted to get that crossed. I just wanted to make sure that Tango is appreciated in this entire series, because this is going to be a long one. Obviously, I don't know if I talked about my plans for next episode, but next episode I plan on building the entirety of building-wise level 1, maybe a little bit of redstone, I'm not sure, which is all going to be right here. It's going to be so many resources. It's going to be a lot of work, and to be honest, the video might not come out for a little while, because I might also try to get a bunch of netherite to get lodestones, whatever. So yeah, I'm so excited for this series. Like I said, I was going to build this in my world anyways, and I figured I should just document it and start playing Minecraft on my channel. If you didn't know, Minecraft is my favorite game of all time. I've been playing for 10 plus years, and it is my baby. It is my baby, and I love this game. But it is going to be a tremendous amount of work to get this done, and I'm so excited, and I'm so motivated to get it working and playing, and I'm going to make my friends play it, and it's going to be a sick time. So please hang out and subscribe if you want to watch me continue. If not, I completely understand. If you're like sick of Decked Out because everybody's playing it on the Hermitcraft server, completely understandable. But I am such a big fan, and I just needed to make it for myself. So, yet again, thank you, Tango, for the amazing game. And sorry for copying you. All right, that's all for now. See ya.